Hey y'all! Before anything, I just want to apologize for not uploading for a while. I had to take care of some, important matters. What is Arceus doing, bro? He's kinda got the moves, though. What up, Gramps? Oh! On a serious note, I spent a lot of time in April practicing for one of the largest VGC tournaments in history, known as the Grand Champion Festival hosted by Scarlet VGC. And it really paid off, as this is my first ever time making it to day 2 in a tournament, and my first ever time going off on a positive win rate, and ending off at 84th place out of 6,109 participants. Now that I've explained my absence, allow me to ask you a question. When it comes to a Pokemon having a title or mark, which ones stand out to you? Maybe it's ones that have the champion ribbon of a certain region. Maybe it's size dependent. Or maybe it's the ever so elusive rare mark. A follow-up question, why is the hill so silent? The Misty mark is labeled as a weather mark that can have a chance of appearing on a Pokemon where fog is apparent. In Sword and Shield, weather marks are obtainable on any Pokemon caught in either the wild area, Isle of Armor, or Ground Tundra in zones affected by this certain weather condition. Hi, post-editing Koga here. I lied. Turns out you can actually get some weather marks outside of the free roam zones in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Those being the dry mark on Route 6, in Route 9 you can get both the cloudy and the snowy mark, and in Route 10 you are able to get the snow mark. This is because these areas are these permanent weather conditions at these certain locations. So, yeah, just a bit of a correction. Back to it. The odds of obtaining a Pokemon with a weather mark is 1 in 50 without the mark charm, and 3 in 50 with it. So the premise of the video is simple then. Find a shiny and funky weather with the Misty mark and Sword and Shield. Right? No. All this info I told you is not going to be relevant for this video, except for the markers. This video is still going to be for Misty Mark shiny Pokemon, it's just that Sword and Shield isn't the only game that has this mark obtainable. Pokémon Scarlet and Violet's Hidden Treasure of Area 0 DLC's first half introduced an entire new area to explore, the Teal Mask. This area introduced a bunch of new things to the game, from new story, new Pokémon, new items, abilities, and of course new moves. Completely unrelated, but I find it really funny how Game Freak looked at the Isle of Armor DLC and said to themselves, yes, let's give the legendary Pokemon of the Teal Mask an exclusive move with an increased chance of critting and allow it to get a stat boost with one of its masks when it terrestrializes, because clearly Urshifu wasn't enough. There were also a few returning features added to this DLC. Other than in Pokemon, the Teal Mask added the return of the Misty Mark, as it was actually never obtainable within the base game of Scarlet and Violet. However, with no foggy weather to actually appear over time like how rain or snow does in Scarlet and Violet, how does one obtain a Pokemon with the Misty Mark? This was hunted at the Wistful Fields within Kitakami. By hugging the top side of the cliffside that acts as the barrier of the map, you can find some small spots where you can actually stand on. Upon standing on the spot, a dense fog will emerge, surrounding the player. Because the weather mark is decided by the player's weather and not the Pokemon's, any Pokemon that spawn in will have the chance of holding the Misty Mark. Specifically, in the Wistful Fields, I found 2 spots to land on close by, meaning I had an efficient way to despawn Pokemon without the needs of picnic resets. Of course, the Wistful Fields are not the only place you can hunt for a Misty Mark in Kitakami. If you want more information about the Misty Mark and other places you can hunt for it in the Teal Mask, I recommend watching Sir Toasty Toast's video going to a more in-depth guide about it. The link to his video will be in the description. And so, with everything in place, I began the hunt late January of 2026. I think of America as well because its fire type moves will be boosted by Groudon's Drought. Oh, my stream. My stream's gone. I'm so sad. Oh my god! I got the Misty Mark! Oh my god, that was phase 2! Oh my god, I was recording! That was so quick! Oh my god! Wait, that was insanely quick! And it was on my target Pokemon as well! Dream Ball Mienfoo! With the Misty Mark! Oh my gosh! This was my target too! Let's see. Careful! Wait, who said careful? Hey! Great job, Cammy. Alright. For the people watching on YouTube, I'm in a voice chat. I'm in a voice chat with some of my friends. Jenko, Magic, Cammy. We got Stu. We restore it. Go, Mienfoo the Mist Drifter. Oh my gosh, in the Dream Ball. M&M. After a totally calm and no-risk fight in which I had planned for, we have found our Misty Mark shiny Mienfoo. The Misty Mark hunt was something I've wanted to do for a while now, so to get it so quick was a pretty fun surprise. I decided to evolve it into Mienshao, because not only do I think shiny Mienshao is an amazing shiny, but I do have a future video planned where this Mienshao will be the star of the show, so this won't be the last time we see of the shiny. Alright, now back to the real man's game.